Thank you guys for clicking on the video. I am Sully, and today, fellas, we have a Twitter quest. We're going to talk about Lil Weezy, Lil Wayne, and YouTube struggles. A weird combination, I know, but I wanted to use this topic. Deke sort of gave it to me, sort of dropped me with this ball, and I'm here. Pick it up, dribble it, and throw it in a slam dunk. You know what I'm saying. So let's jump into it. YouTube struggles. I think we start out with a goal. You have a passion. You want to make YouTube videos, whether it's hockey, Call of Duty, whatever it is. And if you don't, even if this doesn't apply, you may not make YouTube videos. And you're watching this video and you say, Sully, I appreciate this topic, but I don't make YouTube videos. So I gotcha. You got a problem. Well, I would say to the viewer, there's something that you start out doing. For me, it's like hockey. I'm still getting my feet trying to skate, and there are other people who are 10 times better at skating than me. And if you're starting out something new, or you're doing something that you're not succeeding at, I think this commentary is for you, and it ties in whether you make YouTube videos or not. So let's jump into it. Struggles, YouTube struggles and hobby struggles, whatever it is. I think people start out with a passion for something. They have this idea, they want to do something, and they start to do it. They're having a great time, but the moment it doesn't go as well, you start to question, like, should I even be doing this? For me in hockey, I'm starting out skating. I love it. I got my skates. I'm out there just doing my strides, and now I'm trying backward skating, and now it's not going as smoothly as the strides, forward skating and the snow plow stop, and now I'm having difficulty. I'm getting ready to do hockey stopping, and I'm a little nervous because I'm going to look like an idiot on the freestyle or on the public session. You see people out there, just hockey stopping like it's nothing. I'm here like an idiot in the middle, looking like a child, looking like a baby, just trying to find my way. I'm here doing these little strides, trying to backward skate. I'm barely moving. I almost fall over all the time, and I look around, I'm just like, man, should I do this? I never forget the end game, that everyone started out, and that one day I will be playing hockey, and that's the end game for me. And I think never forgetting your passion. Why did I talk about Lil Wayne? Well, Lil Wayne, there's his public address. You can search up Lil Wayne's public address, or I'll put the link to it down below. He talks about never forgetting the reason you start out doing something. And you may have to jump around, He talks about a few things, but, he talks about never forgetting the reason why you're doing something. And he talked about, he wanted to do a rock album, and it started out with him wanting to play a guitar, and he wanted to play a guitar to sing to a woman. And then it just took off. But that was his motivation. And he never lost sight of that. And I think, for us and YouTubers, or if you have a hobby and you're doing something, but you're not as good as everyone else, I think the moment we hit a hard time, we're not getting as many subs. You may not be, for me, I may not be learning hockey stopping just yet. Something happens where we don't want to do it anymore, or we lose sight of why we initially started something, and then we get angry by other people's success, or other people are doing stuff. For YouTube, easy example. People think that because they put in a certain amount of effort into a video, they're automatically deemed a certain amount of views. And with other people putting less time and they get more views, they're like, why isn't this working? Why? This guy should not be succeeding. And I think we lost why we started doing something. We've lost that. And that's what Lil Wayne taught me, was that we have to bring it back. You always have to remind yourself of that passion that was pure, that wasn't diluted with views and subs, or if you have a hobby, success, or fame, or proving people wrong, whatever it is, your hobby, something's come into your perception of that hobby where you dilute it, and now you're suddenly almost a hater. And I think we need to take a step back and realize, one, everyone starts from nothing, and you gotta work to build. People may look at Lil Wayne and people may be like, Lil Wayne, his raps aren't even that creative. I can drop a freestyle and it could go, a million downloads on iTunes. Why? He hardly puts any work. But a lot of people don't see the behind the scenes stuff of Lil Wayne. Now, I'm not saying Lil Wayne's the greatest artist in the world, but what I am saying is that I think when we don't get success and we feel like we're putting in more work than others, suddenly we think that we try and dumb down other people's success. And I think that's wrong. And to get back to the Twitter quest on YouTube struggles, I think there are 3 things that I would always encourage you guys to do. And this is even with a hobby. If you have a hobby, whether it's you're trying to, for me, play hockey, or you may try to learn a new language or whatever it is, whatever your hobby is. These are my 3 things. 1, just like Lil Weezy on the mic, never forget the first reason why you're doing something. I think that's huge. I think that's so important. The reason why you started picking up the hockey stick for me, why you started picking up the mic if you make YouTube, why did you start, trying to run a triathlon, whatever it is, don't forget the reason why you're doing it, because that reason is probably as pure as your motives will possibly ever get in that hobby. Number 2, always remind yourself that nothing is made overnight. I think we get so wrapped up in instant success. If something doesn't instantly work out for us, we want to quit it. If YouTube, some of us aren't growing the way we like, and we're like, man, I should wrap it up and I should stop. Everyone gets that temptation. And you know what? You have to remind yourself that this is a challenge, what you're facing, and that this is a test. If you really want to succeed, if you really want this to work out, you need to push through that negativity, because you know what? This is true. All the famous people of the world who did great stuff, or all the top selling people, whether it's like Drake, if you listen to music, Drake, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, all these hip hop guys. I'm not saying they're great artists, but I am saying everyone has haters, and everyone has to push and fight for success. And just like Lil Wayne, there are probably a lot of people who think Lil Wayne's the worst rapper in the world, but also he's probably one of the best selling artists in the hip hop genre. And he has a lot of haters, probably a lot more than any of you YouTube people or any of you people that are trying to play hockey or whatever it is. He has a lot of haters to deal with. And so I would just say push through and fight through that conviction to stop, because you know what? It's a lie, and it's only going to hurt you. If you stop, you're only hurting yourself. If you make YouTube, you're probably going to affect the people who sub to you, who count on you for videos. Number 3, the last point to this, trying to fight that YouTube down period, I would say the last big thing is remember that this is a hobby. This is not a job. And if it is a job for some of you YouTubers, have fun with it. But this is a hobby. And you know what? If you don't have fun doing what you do on the mic, then guess what, man? Other people are going to know. They're going to hear it in your voice. If you're not having a great time, people will pick up on that. And you know what? That may be why you're not growing. If you're not really having fun, then I think people can tell in your voice. And so try to have fun, man. If you're not succeeding on YouTube, guess what? There are people who are doing worse than you. It's like being content on YouTube, that video I made. So in wrapping, I would say 1, never forget the reason. 2, I think I may have forgot it, but it was, push through that negativity. Everyone has haters. Everyone has a challenge in front of them, and the great ones fight it. Number 3, and lastly, it's a hobby. You gotta have fun with this. Stop trying to take it so seriously. I think people get wrapped up. But here's another thing. Here's a little side tip for you YouTubers out there. And this is for people that strictly make YouTube videos, so listen if you will if you don't make YouTube videos. Let me just say that in your commentaries, the commentary is, listen, I don't care if you're top 100 in Chell. This is an entertainment. You come on to be entertained. If your commentaries are sort of like this, hello guys, thank you for clicking on the video. I'm Sully, yeah. We're going to talk about NHL Hut. Sit back and enjoy. I'm sorry, no one likes that. I'm not entertained by that. And you know what? My personality is naturally, sort of like that. And so if you go back and listen to my old videos, that's how I sound. That's sort of what I'm doing. And now, if you would see the way I do commentaries now, like it's almost like radio. I am flinging my arms. My facial expressions are crazy. I try to enunciate because the voice is so critical in YouTubers, especially in the Chell community. The voice is your selling point more so than your gameplay. The mic is what keeps people. There is always people better than you at Chell or Call of Duty, whatever your game is. But if you're not selling your voice, you're hurting yourself. Because everyone has potential. Everyone has a great idea that can make them successful on YouTube. But you have to make sure everything is in line to allow yourself to grow. Don't hurt yourself. I should have made this a tip, but never hurt yourself for a chance to succeed. Meaning, if you're slighting the commentaries, don't, man. It may feel weird at first, going all crazy. I know for me it sounded weird, but guess what? I feel like it provides a better video for you guys. It makes you want to come back and watch these videos, because there's one YouTuber, in closing, there's one YouTuber that I look up the most to. That's 402 Thunder. The reason why is because I will go back and watch old videos of his just because I like his commentary, because I like how he commentates. I enjoy his video. Him and the Loyal Patriot, two guys that do COD that I like. And so guys, work on the commentary. Never forget the reason. Go watch that Lil Wayne little public service announcement. Hope you had a good day. Go listen to a Wheezy track. I'm out. Take care. God bless.